A secret government file about your birth is open. Archangel Raziel says you have 9 minutes to view it before it's sealed. Do not close this screen. The file is already on the desk. A man in a gray suit, in a room that does not exist on any map, has just placed his hand on the cover. He is waiting for a phone call to give him the order to shred it. But Archangel Raziel, the keeper of God's hidden mysteries, is standing in the corner of that room, unseen by the man, but seen by your spirit. Raziel is holding the second hand of the clock. He is buying you time. 9 minutes. That is all you have. 9 minutes to download the truth of your origin into your spirit before the seal is melted back onto the folder and your history is erased forever. This is not a metaphor. This is a spiritual intel briefing happening in real time. The reason you stopped scrolling is not because of the algorithm. It is because your soul heard the rustle of paper. You heard the sound of your own name being whispered in a high-security room. Listen to me closely. This is not about a horoscope. This is not about a vague feeling. This is about a specific document created the moment you were born. Do you remember how you have always felt out of place? Even at your own family dinner table, you look around and you feel like a visitor. You love them, yes, but there is a disconnection. A silence. You feel like you are watching a movie of your life rather than living it. That feeling is not depression. It is not anxiety. That is your spiritual DNA screaming that the story you have been told about your birth is incomplete. There is a missing page. And that page is in the file sitting on that desk right now. The government of this world, the spiritual systems that control the flow of money and favor, they track bloodlines. They know who carries the heavy light. They knew about you before you took your first breath. Why do you think your childhood was so difficult? Why do you think you faced battles that other children did not have to face? It was not bad luck. It was a containment strategy. They saw the brightness of your future, and they tried to break your spirit early so you would never grow up to demand what is yours. You have been fighting a war since the nursery, my child. You just didn't know who the enemy was. But the enemy knows you. They have a file on you. And in that file, there is a clause that says you are owed a debt. A massive, accumulated debt of blessings, resources, and influence that has been held back by a spiritual embargo. Raziel is looking at you right now. He is signaling that the man in the gray suit is distracted. He has turned away to look at a monitor. This is your window. The 9 minutes started the moment your eyes hit the first word of this message. You are already 2 minutes in. Do not panic. Panic closes the spirit. Focus opens the gate. You need to understand what is in this file. It contains the record of a divine grant that was assigned to your name on the day of your birth. This grant was supposed to activate when you turned 21. Think back. Think back to that year of your life. Did things go wrong? Did you face a sudden blockage? A heartbreak? A financial door slamming shut? That was not an accident. That was the embargo kicking in. The system flagged you. They saw the grant was about to release, and they froze your accounts in the spirit realm. They put a pending investigation stamp on your destiny. And you have been living in pending ever since. You work hard. You are kind. You give to others even when you have nothing left for yourself. I see you. I see you checking your bank balance and doing the math in your head, wondering how you will make it stretch. I see you lying awake at 3:00 a.m., staring at the ceiling, feeling a pressure in your chest that feels like unwept tears. That pressure is the weight of the unclaimed blessings pushing against the dam. The water is high, my child. The reservoir is full. But the gate is locked. The file on the desk contains the key code to open that gate. The man in the gray suit is reaching for his coffee. He is relaxed. He thinks he has won. He thinks you are just another sleeper, another sheep walking through the valley, unaware that you are royalty. He laughs at your struggle. He thinks it is funny that a child of the Most High is worrying about rent. He thinks it is amusing that someone with the power to heal nations is stuck in a job that drains their soul. He does not know that you are reading this. He does not know that Raziel has established a secure link between your heart and that room. We are going to read the file together. I am going to tell you what is written in the section marked confidential. It says that your struggle is artificial. It says that the rejection you have faced from people you tried to help was programmed. It was designed to isolate you. Because if you are isolated, you are weak. If you are lonely, you are easier to control. The file says that you are a breaker. That is your classification. You are not a builder, you are a breaker. You were sent here to break generational curses. You were sent to break the cycles of poverty that have held your last name captive for 400 years. That is why the attacks are so heavy. You are the one with the hammer. And they are terrified that you are about to swing it. The clock is ticking. We are 4 minutes in. Do you feel the heat in your hands? That is not your imagination. That is the energy of the breaker waking up. That is your spirit recognizing its function. You have wondered why you have such vivid dreams. You have wondered why you can walk into a room and instantly know who is lying and who is telling the truth. That is the breaker's discernment. It is a weapon. And they have tried to dull it with distractions, with bad food, with mindless entertainment, with toxic relationships that drain your battery. But the file reveals something else. Something they are desperate to hide. It reveals that the embargo has an expiration date. There is a legal loophole in the spiritual laws that govern this age. They can only hold your grant for a season. And if the rightful owner, that is you, claims it within a specific window of time, they are forced to release it with interest. Compound interest of the soul. That is the phrase written in red ink at the bottom of page 3. You are not just owed the original blessing. You are owed the interest for every year you suffered. You are owed payback for every tear. You are owed restitution for every night you slept in fear. The man in the suit is checking his watch. He knows the timeline too. He is counting on you scrolling past this. He is counting on you getting bored. He is counting on you doubting that this is real. He wants you to think this is just a coincidence. Just another video, he whispers. Just an algorithm. Do not listen to him. Listen to the pounding of your heart. That is the drum of war. Raziel is pointing to a date on the file. It is today's date. The window for the claim is now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. The courts of heaven are in session right now. The judge is seated. The books are open. The man in the gray suit is about to pick up the phone to confirm the shredding order. He is reaching for the receiver. His hand is hovering. You have to issue the stop order. You have to issue the spiritual veto. You have felt powerless for so long, but that was an illusion. You have the authority of a king. You have the voice of a lion. But you have been whispering. It is time to roar. The file says that your voice is the key. Not your thoughts. Your voice. You must speak to shift the atmosphere. I need you to understand the us versus them of this moment. There are millions of people scrolling right now. They are the sleepers. They see the world as random chaos. They think success is luck. They think sickness is chance. They are walking with their eyes closed. But then there is you. The chosen. The remnant. You are the ones who feel the itch in your spirit. You are the ones who see the numbers 11 verse 11 or 333 and know it is a code. You are the ones who find feathers in odd places. You are the ones who hear your name called when no one is there. You are the special forces of God's army. This message is encrypted. The sleepers will hear it and hear nothing but noise. But you hear the instructions. You hear the map being unfolded. The man in the suit has the phone in his hand. He is dialing. 1 number. 2 numbers. Raziel is looking at you with intensity. He cannot stop the man physically. Angels obey the laws of free will. He needs you to intervene. He needs you to authorize the strike. The file is about to be closed. The secret of your birth, the secret of the hidden bank account in the spirit, the secret of the destiny that was stolen from you, it is all about to be shredded into confetti. Do not let them take it. Do not let them win. You have fought too hard to lose it all in the final minutes. Think of the pain you have survived. Think of the times you wanted to give up but didn't. Think of the invisible hand that saved you from that car accident, or that illness, or that dark situation. That was Raziel keeping you alive for this moment. He didn't save you then just to watch you lose now. He saved you for the payout. The injustice is deep. The file shows that a specific person in your past, someone you trusted, someone who smiled in your face, was actually an agent of this blockage. They spoke words over you that acted like chains. You will never be enough. You are just like your father. You are too sensitive. Those words were spells. They were written into the file as limiting mandates. And you agreed with them. You took them into your heart and made them your truth. That is how they trapped you. They used your own agreement against you. But today, we break the agreement. Today, we burn the mandates. The file is open to the page of retraction. This is the legal clause that allows you to take back every piece of your soul that you gave away. The man in the suit is waiting for the line to connect. He hears the ringing tone. Beep. 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 You are the disruption. You are the glitch in their system. They didn't calculate that you would find this message. They didn't calculate that the algorithm would slip up and show this to a breaker. They made a mistake. And their mistake is your miracle. The file also lists a location. It is not a place on a map. It is a place in your body. The seat of power. It says your power is stored in your gut, right below your ribcage. That is why you get that sinking feeling when something is wrong. That is your spiritual radar. Trust it. Right now, that area is vibrating. It is humming. Because it knows the seal is broken. Raziel is holding up his hand. 5 fingers. 4 fingers. The countdown is real. The download is happening. If you leave now, the connection breaks. The file is shredded. The man laughs. And you go back to the struggle. You go back to living paycheck to paycheck, heart to heart, never fully full, never fully free. Do not choose that. Choose the fire. Choose the truth. The injustice was that they told you you were ordinary. That was the lie. That was the crime. You are extraordinary. You are a dangerous weapon of light. You are a threat to the darkness. That is why they hid the file. If you knew who you really were, you would not tolerate the life you are living for one more second. You would stand up and shake the earth. We are reaching the critical point. The man is speaking into the phone. Yes, I have the file, he says. File 77 Alpha. Subject is unaware. Proceeding with deletion. No. You must scream in your spirit and know. Deny his claim. Overrule his authority. You outrank him. He is a bureaucrat of the dark. You are a child of the light. Pull rank. I am going to tell you exactly how to stop him. I am going to give you the codes that are written on the back of the folder. These are the override codes. They have not been used in your bloodline for 3 generations. Your grandfather didn't know them. Your mother didn't know them. The chain was broken. But you found the link. You are the repairer of the breach. The urgency is extreme. The sun is moving. The shadows are shifting. The spiritual shift change happens in less than 3 minutes. If we do not secure the file before the shift change, it goes into the vault of the deep, and it takes 7 years to retrieve it again. 7 years of wandering. 7 years of almost making it. 7 years of so close but so far. We cannot afford 7 more years. We need this today. We need this now. Prepare yourself. The revelation is hitting its peak. The enemy is exposed. The man in the gray suit is starting to sweat. He feels your eyes on him. He feels the heat of your attention. He looks around the room, confused. He thought you were asleep. He thought you were scrolling. He didn't know you were a watchman. We are about to do something that breaks the rules of their game. We are going to reach through the screen and grab the file. Not with hands, but with faith. With a decree. But listen to me, wait. Stop everything. Pause. Do not move a muscle. Freeze where you are. What I was just about to tell you, the ritual I was about to give you. I have to stop. I am seeing something else. The vision just changed. The file on the desk, the man in the suit, it's a decoy. It's a trap. If you had done what I was about to say, you would have triggered an alarm. They were waiting for you to try to take the file. They wanted you to reveal yourself so they could tag you. Raziel just stepped in front of the vision. He blocked it. He is showing me the real room. The real file. It's not on a desk. It's under the floorboards. This is much deeper than I thought. This is not just about you. This is about your bloodline. Look at your thumbs. Right now. Look at the print on your thumb. That swirl. It is unique to you. But it is also a key. The man in the suit was a distraction. The real enemy is the one who convinced you that you needed to fight for your blessing. You don't need to fight for it. You already own it. Fighting for it implies you don't have it. Claiming it implies it is yours. The secret within the secret is this: the file doesn't contain a grant. It contains a deed. A title deed. You are not asking for money. You are the landlord. The earth belongs to the Lord and the fullness thereof, and you are the heir. The enemy is squatting on your property. Your health, your peace, your finances, they are living in your house rent-free. The man in the gray suit? He works for the squatter. He was trying to get you to sign a treaty. But we don't sign treaties with thieves. We evict them. This changes everything. The timeline is not 9 minutes anymore. It is immediate. The eviction notice has been written. It just needs a signature. Raziel is handing you the pen. The real pen. It is made of light. The pattern interrupt has occurred. The trajectory has shifted. We are no longer trying to stop a shredder. We are trying to open a vault. The vault is under the floorboards of your reality. The sensory command is this: press your thumb against the screen of your phone. Right now. Over the words I am speaking. Press it hard. Feel the glass. That is the contact point. You are biometrically verifying your identity to the spiritual banking system. You are saying, "It is me. I am here. I am awake. Do not let go. Hold it there." The hidden truth I must reveal to those of you still holding your thumb on the glass is this. The injustice you feel, the constant feeling that people take advantage of you, is because you have been emitting a signal of mercy when you should have been emitting a signal of authority. You have been too nice. You have been too quiet. You have allowed the squatters to sleep in your bed because you didn't want to make a scene. The file under the floorboard says that your kindness was weaponized against you. They told you that being poor was holy. They told you that suffering was pious. Lies. All lies designed to keep the landlord sleeping in the servants' quarters. But the landlord is waking up. You are waking up. The urgency is now about the transfer. The squatters know you found the deed. They are packing their bags. But they are trying to steal the copper wiring on their way out. They are trying to cause one last crisis, one last drama, one last unexpected bill to drain you before they leave. You have to stop the looting. You have until the sun goes down today to secure the perimeter. We are moving into the prophetic signs. Now that your thumb is on the glass, now that you have identified yourself, look for the signs. Sign number 1, a sudden ringing in your left ear. Not a medical ring. A high-pitched frequency. That is the sound of the vault opening. Sign number 2, a bird. You will see a bird today that behaves strangely. It will come too close. It will look at you. It will not be afraid. That is a messenger. It is confirming that nature recognizes your rank. Sign number 3, the number sequence 717. You will see it on a license plate, a receipt, a clock. 717 is the code for reversal. It means what was down is going up, and what was up is coming down. The head and the tail are switching places. You are the head. You have been the tail for too long. The reward for those who held on through the disruption is the master key. The key is a word. A single word that vibrates at the frequency of the deed. That word is restore. But you cannot just say it. You have to command it. The enemy is frantic now. The gray suit is gone. The false room is dissolved. We are standing on the solid ground of truth. Raziel is smiling. He rarely smiles. But he sees your thumb. He sees your faith. He sees that you didn't click away when things got weird. You stayed. That staying power is your greatest asset. It is what will make you a millionaire in the spirit, and then a millionaire in the natural. We are ready for the grand restoration. The climax. The file is out from under the floorboards. You are holding it. It is heavy. It is bound in leather. It smells like ancient rain. You open it. There is no text. Only a mirror. You look into the file and you see your own face. But it is not the face you see in the bathroom mirror. It is not the tired face. It is not the worried face. It is the face of glory. It is the face of someone who has never known fear. It is the face of your higher self. The prophecy is this: the two faces are about to merge. The person you are in the spirit is about to overtake the person you are in the flesh. The limitations are dissolving. The fear is evaporating. The grand restoration is not just about money, although money will come. It is about respect. It is about your name being cleared in rooms you haven't even entered yet. It is about people apologizing to you without knowing why. It is about doors opening before you even touch the handle. I need to share a testimony with you. This is critical. Listen to this. There was a woman named Sarah from a small town in Ohio. She was just like you. She watched a video like this 3 days ago. She felt the heat. She saw the bird. She pressed her thumb. She was facing a lawsuit that was going to bankrupt her family. It was unjust. It was cruel. The lawyers told her to settle. They told her there was no hope. But Sarah used the master key. She walked into her kitchen, poured a glass of water, held it up, and said, "Restore." She drank the water. The next morning, Tuesday at 9 a.m., her phone rang. It was the opposing lawyer. He was stuttering. He said they were dropping the case. He said they found a document in their own files that proved they were wrong. Type Amen.